kind of, I don't know, I don't know how to describe it. Hi, people of the interwebs. It's your favorite abandoned warehouse, Sarah here, with another car review. And today, I have a Civic Hatchback. I got so many requests to review a Type R that I figured I would give you another tease. It looks like a Type R, but it's not. The average person's probably not going to notice the styling changes on the 2020 Civic. The biggest thing I picked up on was the addition of these little winglets down here in the corners. I think it breaks up that giant black square that these things had before, and I like it. I still can't help but want to stick my fingers in this slot right here. I feel like something's gonna bite them off. I don't know why, but I'm also obsessed with the headlights that are on this Civic. The fact that this is a full LED headlamp, but it does not utilize a projector like most HID and LED headlights do. What it does is each individual little bowl that you see here in the center has a downward facing LED that reflects the light outward off of these little curved bowls. And it's in the color Sonic Gray Pearl. It's got this crazy blue-green pearl to it that changes colors depending on the lighting that it's in, because right now it doesn't look like it's got pearl, does it? Nope, looks like Nardo. The Sport Touring Edition is not a performance model, but it still looks the part with these machine face black 18-inch wheels wrapped in two 35/40 Continental Conti Pro Contact tires. That's a mouthful. Oh, I almost got a mouthful of fly. That would have been disgusting. This right here is why this is the best body configuration you can get the 10th gen Civic in. Because hatchback, not only is it the best looking of the three, in my opinion, it is also the most practical. Pop in the trunk, please. Ooh, it's got a little slidey boy up here too. Oh, I like that. That's so smart. Oh man, there's so much room for activities back here. Don't take that the wrong way. I love hatchbacks and wagons. They're so comfortable. You can camp in them. This is actually kind of hurting my spine with my knees like this behind me. Okay. Ouch. Slidey boy, go back. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think the Sport Touring Edition is better looking in the rear than the Type R. It's missing the big wing, which I'm kind of torn on because I feel it needs it, but also it looks so clean wingless. And it only has two big meaty exhaust tips back here. It doesn't have that little tiny one in the center. It looks like the CRX with this little piece of glass, but fun fact, this is actually the same piece of glass that's up here. This one's for my diehard car enthusiasts out there. Sonic Gray Pearl or Nardo? Let me know in that comment section below. I'm gonna go with Sonic Gray Pearl. Moving to the interior, you guys know I roll. I'm not gonna sit here and read off a brochure to you because that's boring. I am gonna give you my physical observations, but what it feels like to actually sit in this thing. You can't get that from reading specs on the interwebs. Starting with the seats. You guys know I have to do a bolstering test. I'm compelled to every single car review. Fail. These seats do not bolster you. It's a Sport Touring, but that sport is just a loose term, I think, because of the fact that it's got a lip kit and some wheels and it's aggressive looking, but no bolstering in the seat department. Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, that's nice. It's got a little tweeter here on the door. It's pretty. Also, the seats are covered in perforated black leather, and there's a little strip of checkered cloth in the center. I like that. That's the Sport in the Touring. And the front seats are heated as well as the rear. Dual stage, high and low. It's a Civic with heated rear seats. That's what's up. Ooh, what about you? Oh, it rests on the seat. Wow. That is the most comfortable rear armrest I've ever felt in a car ever. That is so squishy. Oh my God, that is so comfortable. As far as buttons and gauges from the driver perspective goes, the gauges are fairly simple on here. There's not much to them. There is a little boost gauge in the center, and the steering wheel controls are fairly common sense oriented to use. It doesn't take much to figure them out. No place, there's no No USB charge ports? Honda packed an impressive amount of tech features into the Sport Touring trim model as standard. This does have Honda's safety sensing package, which is a shit ton of acronyms. LMBS, RDM, ACC, LK3CPO. I forgot the acronym for lane keep assist. It has lane keep assist. We'll leave it at that. Hey, metal pedals. I think when you have a car that doesn't have them, you're like, whatever, it's a gimmick, it's a metal pedal. But then when you actually have them, you're like, dude, I actually really like having metal pedals. I don't think I want to go back to just regular rubber, black, plastic, crappy looking ones. Why don't they still put map pockets in the back of the passenger seat? Who the hell carries a map in 2020? I don't think anyone. They should just call it like a Joey pouch. Passenger side Joey pouch, in case your car wants to carry a Joey. I say stupid things. The infotainment system in here gets the job done. It's nothing crazy over the top. It is touchscreen. It does have compatibility for fruits and robots, so your cell phone can be happily connected to the head unit. There's really no sport mode to enable on here, but you can move the shifter all the way down into S, which actually keeps the revs up and makes us somewhat fun to drive. It's got a little bit of slingshot engage mode. It's the only benefit to a CVT other than fuel economy. In the name of science, I shall not give it the beans. The CVT's got a little bit of an advantage for the fact that it's going to keep it in the peak power band, whereas 6-speed manual, it's all up to the driver to be quick with shifting. But this is down on torque and it's a little heavier than the 6-speed version. So moving it down to sport, and I'm going to disable traction control and let it eat. Ready? Oh, that was my stomach growling. That means I need to hurry up so I can go get lunch. Ready? Go. Nothing. Come on, slingshot. There we go. Oh, it fake shifts. I forgot it does that. Sad. There we go. It's odd. I feel like the sedan with the CVT I reviewed felt quicker. Maybe because of the fact that it's 91 degrees outside, it's a little heat soaked. But, oh, hot. Oh God, that's a heavy hood. And boy. Hello, and welcome to Garage Science with Sarah. So what sets this Sport Touring hatchback model apart, other than the fact that it's a hatchback and not a coupe or a sedan, is that it has more power than both the coupe and the sedan. This produces 180 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 162 pound-feet of torque at 1,700 to 5,500 RPM. Now, if you were to get this exact model with a 6-speed manual, not only would it weigh slightly less, this one is 3,012 pounds, the 6-speed manual is 2,945, and it produces 177 pound-feet of torque from 1,900 to 5,000 RPM. So you get a slightly shorter power band, but the car weighs less and it's got a 6-speed manual. So huge benefit of getting this in a manual transmission. It's time for the braking test. No one behind me? Ready? Wow, that was weird. That was the weirdest braking test. It was like so smooth. It was just kind of, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. That was a weird braking test. Hi, I'm back. Normally during this segment of Garage Science, I talk about the drivetrain that's in the vehicle, and I'm gonna keep it at this. This is a CVT, and there's an optional 6-speed manual that is phenomenal. So I encourage you, if you do not have anything that prevents you from driving a manual transmission in your daily driver, please give the manual transmission a shot, because it is that much more engaging and enjoyable to drive. And if people don't buy manual transmissions, they're gonna go away. It's nice that Honda still offers them in cars, and I appreciate that. I had to keep keep reminding myself, this is not a performance car. This is not a performance car. Not every car has to be a performance car. But can you still check it through a corner? Let's see. Oh yeah, you can. Oh man. Oh, this thing can still get sent. It's a momentum car, that's for sure. It's not that quick off the line, but it'll still hold speed through a corner. This is still fun. You just gotta use it what it's good at. Oh yeah, oh man. It's still got some DNA from the SI in here. I don't know about Type R, never reviewed one. Oh, mountain of understeer. Oh my god, these tires are trash. Sport Touring. That fits. Being that my YouTube channel is primarily focused around performance cars, it's kind of hard for me at times to review cars that aren't quite performance oriented, but this thing has sport in the name, and I really want to see what the Type R is like, so I'm reviewing all the Civics in the model lineup, and it's broadening my horizons so I can really see the difference in all the models. And I have to say, if you just want a sporty looking, efficient, and comfortable commuter car that's affordable, this nails it. This is a nice car, and it's a Honda, so you know it's gonna last a long time. I mean, look how many old Civics are still rolling around on the streets after being modified with fart cans welded to them and cut springs and having them completely hammered, bounced off rev limiter constantly, and missed gears, crunching synchros, but they're still out there on the road. Honda makes a pretty solid car. It's gonna be difficult for Honda to follow up the 10th gen Civic. This has to be one of my favorites styling wise. If you guys have never seen one of my car reviews before, I have multiple categories to rate and assess vehicles, starting with the coveted bean score. It is a rating of 1 to 5 beans based on the feeling you get in your gut when you give it the beans. And this Sport Touring Civic with a CVT is going to get a rating of 1 bean. This is not a Civic for car enthusiasts. This is a Civic for car enthusiast Aunt Karen, who would like to drive a sporty looking car that gets good gas mileage and can fit her dog in the back. I don't know why you'd put your dog in the back. That's kind of mean. You wouldn't be able to see it. Just put it in the front seat. Anyway, the next category is the cookie category. It's a rating of 1 to 5 cookies based on what you get for what you spend. It's an assessment of value, and the Civic Sport Touring gets a rating of 3 cookies. You get quite a bit of stuff, and considering this is a Civic, it's almost like a luxury-ish Civic, and it's under 30 grand. It's not bad. Last up though is the Penguin score. It is a rating of 1 to 5 penguins based on how much I personally like a vehicle, and is going to get a rating of 2 penguins. It's only getting 2 because of the fact that I have driven the SI now with a 6-speed manual. Before, when I reviewed the sedan that had the CVT in it, I was like, yeah, this isn't bad. But Honda's manual transmissions are so damn good. And for saving $800, the fact that you can get this with a manual, it's a no-brainer. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this review, and I will see you soon with another. Bye.